Oh, Greyhound. If there is any other possible form of transportation, I will pick the other ones over you every single time. What's up, everyone? So I am about to head to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on an overnight Greyhound bus. Currently, I am in Grand Central Station, so I am going to make my way to the Port Authority because that's where the bus leaves. Bus leaves at around 11:30 p.m., 7 hours, 45 minutes, arrives in Pittsburgh at 7:15 in the morning. And I have never taken a Greyhound before. I have never taken an overnight bus. So this will be very interesting to see what it's like. In fact, the longest bus I've ever taken was only 2.5 hours. That was from Dublin to Belfast, so I'm very excited to see how this plays out. From what I've been told is that Greyhound overnight buses actually aren't that bad. I've been told that it's a semi-comfortable seat and they have outlets, they have Wi-Fi, so it's good enough to get you through the night. I've taken Amtrak overnight before, so I'm sure it'll be a little similar, but obviously, there's Amtrak, you can at least walk up and down, you can go into the observation car. This has none of it here. So I don't know what to expect fully, but at least I have some expectations of what's gonna happen. Greyhound used to be extremely popular in the US, especially in the middle and late 20th century. Since then, it has died down, really due to the massive rise in commercial aviation, and Amtrak has started to get it together a little bit, so they've increased in popularity. So it's a 2-2 layout, and there are 20 rows. There is a restroom at the back. I am in seat 2A. This was randomly assigned for me. I could have paid an extra $6 to select where I was going to sit, but no need to do that. I have no preference on a bus, especially the fact I'm not going to be able to look out at scenery because it'll be dark, and by the time I arrive there, it'll still be dark anyway. I got about 4 hours to kill before I gotta hop on the Greyhound, so gonna just wander around New York City a little bit. At Bryant Park right now. Wow. I literally live here, but I'm finding this the coolest things. All these different shops that are right here at Bryant Park where you can just get, let's see, they have fries, donuts, they have hot chocolate, fried chicken, and then I turn around and it's the ice skating. I love this atmosphere. All right, enough is enough. Let's get into the Greyhound video. One of the big things I'm thinking about right now is, will I actually be able to get sleep? Because when I go on transportation overnight, I tend to get at most 2.5, 3 hours. That's what it normally is on flights. On my train trip, I got about 2 hours, but that was because more so the Amtrak literally rocked every 3 seconds. So let's see. I also wonder what the noise level is going to be like, because buses, I feel like it can go either way, especially being towards the front, hearing the engine and just all the chaos that's happening up there.
The plugs don't work, there's nothing I can do. Will we even get started?
There could be a lot, and I really may not be able to sleep at all. But on the other hand, it might actually be really good. I'm feeling like it's gonna be kind of noisy. My over-under right now is 3 hours. I think if I can get over that, I'll be happy. Another thing that you can do as an add-on is travel neighbor-free. So essentially, you will be buying the seat that's next to you. They'll charge you about 2/3 of what your ticket price was. So let's say you're paying a $50 ticket, it'll probably be around $35 to be able to have that empty seat next to you. Some people, it's very much worth it, especially if you are on an overnight one. For me, no, I'm fine. No need to pay that money. So the Port Authority is actually in a very convenient spot. Only about a 20-minute walk from Grand Central, 20-minute walk from Penn, and if you're coming in from LaGuardia or JFK, it should take you no more than 45 minutes to get here. Literally right in the middle by Times Square. So now that I'm here, we sit and we wait for a few hours. really is just a regular bus terminal in a city. I mean, there's nothing really luxurious about it. It's very empty right now, obviously because it's late at night, and it's, you know, it's where you typically have more like homeless start to come in a little bit in the night, but that's every city. So I'm not worried at all though. I'm gonna stay in the waiting room and I guess kind of just relax. During the day, there are many shops open. Right now, it's just a Hudson newsstand, but there are bakeries, other convenience stores. You could get pizza. So there are things. One of the good things is that I just found out in the waiting room, it's ticketed passengers only. When I saw the sign that said ticketed passengers only, I assumed that there was going to be like a gate. You have to scan your ticket to get into the waiting room. But no, you just walk down. So hypothetically, anyone can come down here. But again, I guess they do spot checks. So, you know, maybe homeless do come here until someone says, do you have a ticket? And then they say no, and then they leave. So one of the things you could do is you can take your luggage and put it underneath your bus. But for a small backpack like this, I'm just going to keep it with me. I prefer to have my luggage actually by my side anyway. And maybe like I could use it as a footrest. Classic Greyhound. We were all lined up at our gate, and literally like 5 minutes before they were like, all right, we're changing your gate. Yeah, so we're walking there now. So the seats were very hard. They weren't comfortable at all. You couldn't recline, and it was just, you know, my seat was like a little wobbly, so actually wearing the seatbelt made me actually a little more comfortable because it felt like I was like tighter to my seat, but like I wasn't wobbling around. Yeah, again, I'll reemphasize the constant talking by the bus driver.
If that's not going on, it's not that serious. You can wait till I pull up. Please talk indoor my announcement, sir.
And then just the overall noise being out at the front. So right now it is about 2:15 in the morning, and we are on a nice 10-minute break. I guess I just got out to kind of stretch my legs. I think it's really a smoke break so that people don't smoke on the bus. Everything, the bus driver keeps on talking the entire time. I slept so far for probably about like 40 minutes or so. The charger doesn't work. So I am on literally like 9% right now, and yeah, the outlets don't work. So we'll try to get through this, about 5 hours more to go. But besides that, it's not like too bad. So we stopped again at another rest stop for 15 minutes. Why? Do people really need to smoke this badly? I don't know. It's been the ride. Besides people and the bus driver again still talking, it's been fine. I've actually got like a decent amount of sleep. The charger is finally working. I just have to hold it in like this. So at least it's better than nothing than my phone dying. So the chargers actually didn't end up working, so I've had to stay in the station now for about 40 minutes to be able to charge my phone. I am surprised that I got about like 3.5, 4 hours of sleep. That's more than I would have expected. But now I am here in Pittsburgh, and I'm so glad about it. We arrived about an hour late, which made no sense to me because we took 2 different breaks, and it lasted for like 45 minutes, the breaks, for people like stretch their legs. Like what? It wasn't like a crazy long bus ride. It would take 7 hours straight through, but whatever. Taking the overnight Greyhound sure was an experience. It was something unique and something that I think if you're a traveler, just, you know, do for fun once. Just once, that's it, unless there's like really a need for you to do it again. I'll probably end up doing it again just because I travel from city to city so much that just out of pure convenience it makes more sense. But yeah, it was, you know, not the greatest though, but I'm glad I had my first time experience.